Hey everybody, it's Crystal, and this is my 6-week postpartum and update on the boys. They had an appointment this week, and Armor weighs 8 pounds 2 ounces, and Ronin is 9 pounds 3 ounces. So they are growing like little weeds, and Armor is definitely trying to catch up to his brother. He's still just like a pound behind, but he's getting there. And they both measured 20.5 inches long, and then their heads were 14 inches around. So they're growing really well. My pediatrician's really pleased. She's really happy with the progress that they're making. We did talk about a couple things last time at their 2-week appointment. We discussed Ronin's eyes. I know I talked about this in one of my videos, that he wakes up and he's got eye goop, and so that means he could have like a clogged tear duct. So that is getting better. It's still there, but it's not as bad as it was in the very beginning. So she's fine with that. And like she said, it can take up to 6 months to go away. So that he's doing really well. I have an appointment with Ronin next week. Ronin was born breech. Even though he was cesarean, he still came out breech. And because of the position that he was in the womb, they want to do an ultrasound on his hips to make sure that everything is fine. And this is pretty standard anytime a baby is born breech or was breech in the womb. Just something about how they were in the womb can cause their hips to grow incorrectly or be out of socket, or just, I don't know. She said something about it and explained it to me, but just said it was pretty general, that they do usually do it on babies that are breech, so I shouldn't worry about it or anything like that. And she felt confident that everything was fine with his little legs, because she rotated them and everything, and she said everything looks fine, but they still like to do this ultrasound. So Ronin does have that appointment next week, and so that's everything on him. And Armor everything is going well for Armor. The only thing that I had been concerned about was his eyes. Like, Ronin's eyes are pretty focused, like looking straight on. They seem to move at the same time. And Armor's move, sometimes they're spot on, and sometimes he's a little lazy, or he's a little like cross-eyed looking. And so she said it was pretty normal. And we also looked online, and they said that, and it said online, and the doctor said that it's pretty common in babies, especially baby boys. For whatever reason, girls tend to, they focus pretty much right away. They're pretty spot on. But it can take up to 3 to 4 months for the boys to, or for any baby really, to, for their eyes to line up correctly. So I was a little worried about that, only because when I was a kid, I had a lazy eye. And so that's something that I've dealt with all my life. For the most part, you guys can't tell that my eyes are lazy. Some of you probably can. And I had surgery when they waited a long time to correct my lazy eye. And so I had surgery when I was like 8 or 9, which was really too late. So I did that, and then for a year or two after that, maybe it was like a year and a half, 2 years, I had to wear a patch on my left eye, which is my good eye, every day after school for like 2 hours, to see if we could get my right eye to build its strength. And my vision only changed by like 10%. Like, it was not enough to do anything really. So if for any reason there is a problem with Armor's eyes, I want to make sure that we correct it at a very young, as soon as we can, do something about it, because I don't want him to have to deal with that. It's bad enough in the world that people judge you on your looks and if you're different or anything like that. And not to say that I'm going to judge people on that, but I know as a kid what it's like to grow up having something different about you. And, I didn't get like made fun of severely, but I did get picked on kind of as a kid, and I felt like I didn't have confidence in other things because of my vision and my eyes. And so I just don't want him to have to deal with that if he doesn't have to. So she said not to really worry, but that when he gets to be about 4 months old, if she notices that they're still not on track, then we will talk at that time on what we can do to help his eyes. But again, it's probably nothing. It's probably, as a parent, I guess you just worry about those things. And especially, like I said, since I did have a lazy eye problem, it makes me concerned about it. So, but for the most part, like, he's good. You know, I've even noticed after even the last couple days that it's getting a little bit better each day it's getting better, and he focuses more. So, so overall the boys are doing really, really well. They're just growing, and they're becoming so much more alert. They're changing in looks. They're just, you know, their little personalities are starting to come through. Ronin is our drama king. He's very vocal. As soon as he's hungry or upset, he lets you know. Like, he starts screaming. And, like, he doesn't scream and cry all the time, but when he's wet or dirty, he cries. When he's hungry, he cries. Armor will fuss. He just has this really soft little ee, and he'll fuss and fuss for a little while, and then he'll build up like a full cry. So it takes him a while. So they are... they're feeding every 3 hours. They eat every 3 hours. Sometimes at night they will go a little bit longer. Sometimes they'll stretch it out to like 4, maybe 4.5 hours. There was like one night a couple weeks ago where they slept from like 11:30ish, because they fed at 11 o'clock, went to sleep at 11, and didn't get up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was in shock. I really was in shock. And they haven't done it again, but they for the most part, they do really, really well. Like I said, they are on a schedule of every 3 hours. They pretty much eat like at 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9. So yeah, they're doing really well. And I am still pumping. Sorry, something on my finger got in my eye. I'm still pumping, and they're still getting about 2 to 3 bottles. 2 to 3 bottles of my milk a day. Again, it's not a ton, it's not a lot, but it is still something, and I have gotten over my depression about that, and I'm over it. Although they do go through a lot of formula. It's expensive. It's very expensive. Formula, it goes quick. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, the boys are doing fantastic. I just, you know, I can't believe I can't believe they're 6 weeks old already. It's going by quickly. You know, everyone says that, oh, it's going to go by fast. It's going to go by fast. It really does. It goes by fast. And next week is my last week of maternity leave. Oh, I'm so bittersweet. I feel so bittersweet about that. Like I said before in my last video, I'm excited to go back to work, but again, I'm not. Like, I don't want to go back to work. But again, I do, because it's routine, and I miss my people, and I liked my job, and it's just one of those things, you know. In a perfect world, I wouldn't have to go to work, but it's not a perfect world. My life feels pretty perfect because I have these little guys in it now, but you know, things aren't perfect always. So, but other than that, life is great. I feel fantastic. So for me, my 6-week visit, I did have that on Wednesday, my 6-week postpartum visit, and so I got to see my midwife Tanya. She's my centering. She was my centering educator, teacher, person, midwife. She didn't deliver the boys, but she was the person that was with me basically for all of my pregnancy. So I got to see her, and it was great having the appointment just to see her, I think. So everything was fine with me. She said I looked good. You know, I've lost weight. I still have weight to lose. I still need to truly, I need to lose like 25 more pounds. So I'm eager now that I am officially released to go and exercise and do all these things that I can do to try to lose some weight. I mean, I'm not severely concerned about it. Like, it's weight. I mean, you're pregnant. In pregnancy, you gain weight. I had a twin pregnancy. It would have been fantastic if I only gained like 20 pounds, but that's not the case. I gained more weight than that. And so I'm eager to like get back in shape and start working out more and doing some cardio so that I can lose a little bit more weight. Because I don't, you know, it's just one of those things. Like, now I can have sex. You know, it's been forever, and I mean, it's been a long time. So I feel weird about that. I feel nervous about that. You know, I feel like my body's not up to par. I don't feel pretty. I mean, I feel fine, but you know, like, your body changes in pregnancy, and I'm not really back to shape. And so I feel, you know, different about my body. So, you know, life is changing, but life is good. I am feeling fantastic. I feel pretty much back to normal. I mean, I feel like I felt back to normal after 2 weeks. You know, my incision is healed nicely. I don't really have any pain at my incision. I feel good. The only residual problem that I have left from pregnancy is that my bones hurt. And I know I said this last time, my knees, my ankles, and my feet bones, the bones in my feet, they're so sore. As soon as I get out of bed or the couch, because I'm still sleeping on the couch. I have not transitioned into sleeping in the bedroom yet, because the boys sleep in the living room right now. It's just, we're kind of in there. Like, it's been one of those things I've been nervous about, going and sleeping in bed at night, because if I'm in the living room with them, I'm right there and I can easily get to them. So I think I hear a baby. No, I don't. So anyways, I'm gonna make this quick. But so yeah, my bones still hurt, but it's getting better, but they're so sore. Ugh, so I'll be glad when that gets better. I am going to be doing a 5K. I'm doing a 5K tomorrow. Woohoo! The Cowtown Marathon happens every year. It's a huge marathon in our city. So I am going to do that with my sister-in-law, and I'm so excited about it because I know it's going to motivate me and make me feel excited about working out again, and so that is going to make me feel better. I hope that by 6 months from now, I am back to hopefully where I was before, or at least really close to it, in weight, or at least fitness, having my body a little more toned. So yeah, that's it. 6 weeks. I can't believe they're 6 weeks old. It's pretty crazy. So I think that's it. I'm going to try to film my other video, my emotions video, after birth emotions. I know I said I was going to film that like a couple days after my video that I made last time, but I just didn't get around to it because I've been busy. The boys keep me very busy. Like, they keep me busy. So I'm going to try to film that one tomorrow after I do my marathon. We'll see. I'm losing the light right now, so I know because that one's going to be a little bit of a longer video. So if I start here in a few minutes, it's going to get dark halfway through my video, and then the lighting's going to be really crappy, and then I'm not going to be happy with it. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave them below. Thanks again so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate the support, the followers, the messages, and everything like that. If you want to follow me for more updates or anything like that, you can always follow the Redhead Files IVF Facebook page. And I think that's pretty much it. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. Bye.